Hello everyone. Time to wash your hands and grab your utensils, for it's time for Chef Q Cooks.
Today we're making Clover greens and tea. Today I'm in the yard again. I've got a lot of clover, so it smells really yummy. I'm gonna take it inside. I read an article that said that in Asia they use it a lot for cooking, so we're gonna do a quick stir fry, and also we're gonna take the white clover buds and turn them into a tea. So let's go inside. Here's my clover harvest. It's about a half a pound. I'm gonna clean it really well in cool water and then separate the bud from the leaf and get any extra grass out of it. As you can see here, I've got 3 piles. One is of the stems and grass, and then one of the buds, and then one of the leaves. I also got some garlic and ginger I'm gonna dice up because y'all need to get on the garlic train. The stems, those will be composted to make my garden happy. And we're gonna put all these buds in a glass jar and cover it with boiling water and let it seep. We're gonna let it sit at room temperature for about 4 hours because allegedly they can be used medicinally to reduce inflammation and help with arthritis. They also say sore throat and cough, which... Got my clover, about 8 ounces of clover, well washed and picked through. Then I've got my garlic and my ginger diced up, ready to go in the pan. Got a little sesame oil for extra flavor, some soy sauce. Mine's already blended into a honey soy with a little chilies and extra flavor, but I'm adding the flavor separately. I just don't have any soy sauce, so this is what you're getting. And then I have some Paranod, but you could use also a sake would be truer to the actual recipe that I found. So I'm going to use a very light olive oil. You want to use a vegetable oil instead of olive oil if you don't have a very light, because you don't want to add an olive oil flavor. So we'll put about a tablespoon and a half. Get it on the bottom there. I'm going to add so it starts to sweat a little bit, which means when it's changing color like that and the water's starting to come out, but it's not yet browning. Get the greens in there. A wooden utensil. Get some crushed pepper in there. However spicy you like it. A couple tablespoons of soy. And a couple tablespoons of your sake or Paranod. I like this in Asian cooking because it's got a licorice flavor that's consistent with what you might find. Look how quickly that cooks. Ain't messing around here. So you can serve this as a side or with some rice. Alright, and then I put the pure sesame oil on last because it needs to cook the least amount of time, and it will change the flavor if you get it too hot. You'll lose some of what you're gaining. All Alright. I'm going to give it a little extra salt on top of there. Again, pink sea salt. I use a little more than I use if I'm using any other kind of salt, because I don't think the salt flavor is quite as much. And now for the moment of truth. How does this taste? Let's find out. How do it taste? The flavor is really good, but it is really chewy. It's probably got a ton of really good fiber in it. I'd make it again. Give it a try. It's free, and free food is cool. The Clover tea has been steeping for about 2 hours. I'm going to throw some mint in here to give it a little more dimension. So when I go to drink it, it'll be more delicious. I had to find the dog to see if he approved, so it's not looking good for approval. But let's see. Does the dog approve? No. Clearly the dog does not approve. Clover sat to brew. I let it go overnight in the refrigerator after letting it infuse for 4 hours on the counter. I looked up Clover, and they're saying that there are some health benefits to white clover tea and eating the greens. As a detoxifier, the white clover tea is said to be great for cough and fever, and also for arthritis and inflammation. If you do sugar and sweeteners, which I don't, this would be a great time to add some honey in here. I'm going to try it straight up. Remember, I put the mint in about halfway through the infusing. When we're done with this here, I'll take the rest of it and drain it out and keep it in the refrigerator until I'm ready to eat it. Drink it. A little bit of mint sprig to make it pretty. And let's see how it tastes. Ooh, it's very mint heavy in the fragrance. Well, got a piece of mint right next to my nose, so that's not a surprise. That's pleasant. That's refreshing. There's no real sweetness from the clover, so if you want something that's sweet and refreshing, you are going to need to add some honey. But I think this is pretty delicious, and I think that it's easy, and you should try it. Till next time, guys. Yummy clover flavor came through as I sipped. Eat your green.